activity we're going to practice reading, and the framework or the topic will be movies, cinema. My first question is, what are the genres in movies, in films?
For example, horror,
Comedy.
Thank you.
Sci-fi.
Science fiction.
Thriller.
Thriller, that's a nice one.
cartoon,
Yeah.
Western.
Thank you. Could that be Eastern as well?
Oh, maybe.
Well, some experts say
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Bollywood.
thank you. Thank you, that's fine. Now, not every type of movie is suitable for everyone. In the UK, there's a system of classification of movies that helps parents decide which movie will be suitable for their children. You can find that system at that address. So I would like you to type in that address and take a look what the classification system in the UK is. Please do it now. Done? Yep. Good. Now, back to your list. Out of this list, how would you match them with the classes that you can see on the website? For example, horrors. How would you classify a horror?
18.
18.
Agree?
Maybe 15.
Depends. Depends, yeah. Alright. A thriller.
18 also.
15.
15.
It's violent. It's violent.
If it's not Michael Jackson thriller.
No, well, then yeah.
Alright, and a cartoon?
Universal.
That would be possibly universal. Again, depending on the type of cartoon. Right, now we're going to do another reading exercise. Just imagine you want to go to the cinema with your 13-year-old daughter, 13-year-old brother, 13-year-old niece or nephew. And you have to choose a movie that will be suitable for that 13-year-old according to this classification. At this address, if you type this address, / you can see what's on. What's on at the Odeon cinemas. Now, if you click on what's on, which is the top bar right in the middle, you see 5 different movies. Now, you will have about 2 minutes to look at the 5 movies and decide for yourself which of them, according to the classification we talked about, would be suitable for yourself and your 13-year-old relative. Alright? So now, read through the 5 descriptions of the movies, and when you're done in 2 minutes, you will tell me which movie you think would be more suitable and why. Alright, have you all decided?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, starting with you, Bart. Which of the 5 movies would be ideal for yourself and a 13-year-old, and why?
For me, it was, I guess, Ninja Turtles.
What would be the reasons?
Because when I was young, it was my favorite cartoon story. And if it was boy, so why not?
It's interesting. Mind you, this is not a cartoon. Anyway,
But when I was young,
when you were okay, thank you. How about yourself? Which would be the ideal tip?
I think the same film, yeah, because the film is about the teenage turtle. So if I will have a good teenager,
The 13-year-old would relate to the turtles. Thank you. How about yourself?
We've agreed on Ninja as well because of the teenage age and the story and so on. I think it's the closest to the age of 14-year-old.
Thank you. Thank you. Would that be the only choice for a 13-year-old?
Not that it's possible to go only for this one, but that one is cartoon, totally cartoon. It's too childish.
Okay.
We've decided. And then 2 are impossible because it's 15 and 18, and the Interstellar, I don't know. I wouldn't go for, I like sci-fi movies, but not this one.
Well, I would have gone. Thank you. Now, in the descriptions, did you understand every single word?
No.
No. All right. And could you understand what the movie is about without knowing all the words?
Yeah.
It's interesting. So you can read a text with unknown words and still understand the important stuff, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Okay, but still, let's take a look at some of the words that were difficult or unknown. I've selected 3 expressions that I think are at least unusual. Allied soldiers. Are you familiar with that phrase? How would you explain Allied soldiers? Can you try?
Yeah, if the word is given from the word alien, it's some kind of soldiers that came from another planet.
But I would say only from a different country, possibly. Like if I'm German, then British soldiers would be
It's a
like
very
that.
interesting line of thinking, but ally is a friend. So Allied soldiers in World War II were Americans, British,
Okay.
and the Soviet Union at that time. So Allied